Practicing mindfulness, the art of living in the present. Mindfulness is one of the most powerful tools for mastering our emotions and thoughts. It's not just a meditation method. It's a way of life that brings us back to the present moment, to each breath, and to each sensation within our body. Mindfulness helps us break free from unnecessary worries, thoughts about the past or future, and enables us to focus on the present. Only when our mind is anchored in the moment can we truly experience what is happening within us and around us. A simple example of mindfulness is savoring a cup of tea or coffee. In our busy lives, we often drink tea or coffee hurriedly, without truly paying attention to its flavor and the experience it brings. But if you take a few minutes to calm down and savor each sip, feel the taste spreading on your tongue and the warmth filling your body, you'll discover unexpected relaxation and peace. This is mindfulness, experiencing each moment fully. Mindfulness also helps us better cope with negative emotions such as anger, anxiety, or sadness. When faced with a stressful situation, instead of reacting immediately, pause, take a deep breath, and recognize your feelings. For example, if a colleague provokes you with hurtful words, instead of getting angry and reacting right away, try to sit quietly, breathe slowly, and focus on the sensations within your body. Acknowledge the anger as it arises, but don't let it dictate your actions. Through the practice of mindfulness, you'll notice that your anger gradually subsides, and you can respond more calmly and wisely. In addition to helping us manage our emotions, mindfulness brings numerous benefits to our mental and physical health. Many scientific studies have shown that practicing mindfulness can reduce stress, improve sleep, increase focus, and even decrease the risk of stress-related illnesses like heart disease. For instance, people who regularly practice mindfulness often share that they feel happier and more balanced, are less burdened by unnecessary worries, and can live life more fully. To get started, you don't need to spend too much time on mindfulness, just a few minutes a day. Try to set aside 5 to 10 minutes each morning to sit quietly and focus on your breath. You can use the simple inhale-exhale technique. Breathe in deeply, hold briefly, and exhale slowly. During this time, observe any thoughts or emotions that arise without judging them. Let them pass and gently bring your attention back to your breath. Mindfulness is a journey, not a goal to be achieved in a day or two. But through each small step, each moment in the present, you'll find that life becomes easier, lighter, and more meaningful.
Understand
Seeking advice from trusted people. In life, there are times when we feel stuck, unable to make the right decisions on our own. These are moments when we need to seek advice from those who have experience and wisdom. Western culture often emphasizes independence and problem-solving skills. However, even the strongest individuals sometimes need support from those around them. There's a story about a young entrepreneur who faced a major setback in his work. He lost a lot of money due to a bad investment decision and felt trapped, unsure of what to do next. In his confusion, he turned to an older friend, someone who had experienced many of life's ups and downs. Instead of criticizing him, this friend listened and shared his own life experiences. He reminded the young entrepreneur that failure is part of success, and that he needs to learn from those mistakes to grow stronger. This conversation helped the young entrepreneur regain his confidence and continue on his path. In Buddhism, seeking counsel from elders is highly valued. Those with experience and understanding can help us see the problem from a different perspective and offer insights that we might not be able to see on our own. For example, when you're facing a crisis in a relationship or at work, rather than keeping it to yourself and bearing the burden alone, share it with someone you trust. Could be a close friend, a teacher, or a family member. People who have endured many challenges understand and empathize with you, and they may offer valuable advice. Seeking advice from others not only provides you with a new perspective, but also gives a sense of security, love, and support. It shows that you're not alone in your journey. Many others have faced similar difficulties and have overcome them through experience and patience. When you receive advice from kind and knowledgeable people, you may feel your heart lighten, easing your stress and worries. Don't be afraid to seek help when you need it. We live in a community, and support and empathy are essential parts of society. Learn to open up, share, and listen to the advice of others. Sometimes, A simple phrase from someone with experience can be a powerful motivator for you to keep going. In the light of understanding and love, hardships will gradually dissolve, and you'll realize that you're much stronger than you ever thought. Mastering the art of understanding and finding inner peace. In the journey to master the art of understanding and mind reading, you not only learn to understand others but also attain inner peace. To truly understand others is to protect yourself and build sincere, lasting relationships. Life is not just a journey of self-discovery. It is also a journey of understanding others and living harmoniously with them. Begin with small steps, observe, listen, and empathize. Through these practices, you will gradually understand others and achieve tranquility within your own heart. Body language and facial expressions, the silent language of the soul. Body language, though often unnoticed, has a powerful ability to convey deep and honest messages. Our bodies naturally express emotions and states of mind, even when we don't intend to reveal them. Small gestures like how we sit, stand, or the way our eyes engage or avoid others all carry hidden messages about our psychology and attitudes. One common example is eye contact. When someone avoids maintaining eye contact, there are typically two possibilities. They may feel uncomfortable, or they may be hiding something. This is often the case when someone feels guilty, dishonest, or anxious. In contrast, a person who can maintain eye contact calmly and steadily, with a gentle gaze, is generally trustworthy. In addition to eye contact, posture is also significant. A person who sits upright, with a straight back and a raised head, often feels comfortable, confident, and grounded. On the other hand, someone who sits hunched over, with lowered shoulders and a curved back, might be experiencing anxiety, insecurity, or negative emotions. Another example is when a person seems uneasy while conversing. They might fidget, repeatedly moving their hands or keeping their fingers intertwined, indications of tension or hidden concerns. In social interactions, body language can be a tool to understand others and respond appropriately. When you encounter someone with tense body language, ask yourself, are they worried about something? Or is there something they're holding back? Body language opens a doorway into someone's inner world. By learning to observe body language and facial expressions, you not only gain insight into the other person, but also become more aware of your own emotions. This self-awareness can foster greater understanding and empathy in your relationships, enriching your everyday interactions. Trusting intuition, the voice of inner wisdom. Intuition is an invaluable gift that we all possess, although it's often overshadowed by logic or left unnoticed. For some, intuition is simply a vague feeling that something isn't quite right or an inexplicable certainty about a decision. But if we focus and listen to this inner voice, intuition can become a compass guiding us through challenges in relationships and life. Imagine you meet someone for the first time and feel uncomfortable without knowing why. Their words may be polite, and there may be nothing outwardly suspicious about them, yet something about them makes you uneasy. This is a sign of intuition, an internal awareness that picks up on subtle cues, gestures, or the way someone speaks. Such intuition can help you avoid potential trouble if you listen to it with awareness. Another example might be in a relationship where you sense that your partner is being dishonest, even without concrete proof. You may notice that they frequently avoid eye contact, tell small lies, or simply lack sincerity when they're with you. These uneasy feelings and inexplicable certainties are warning signals from your intuition. In such situations, if you listen and consider your intuition calmly, it can help you question the relationship wisely and make the right decisions. Intuition isn't just a quick reaction. It's the product of our experiences, knowledge, and even subconscious perceptions. As we go through life, our brains continuously store memories and emotions, even if we're not always conscious of it. This is why, when faced with a new situation, intuition brings up familiar feelings and gives us guidance. Listening to intuition doesn't mean disregarding logic. It means learning to combine both. If you feel insecure about partnering with someone in business, intuition might urge you to investigate further or ask for more time before making a final decision. By doing this, you use your wisdom to validate the unease that your intuition brings. In modern Western society, logic and rational thinking are often valued over intuition, which may be viewed as vague and unsubstantiated. But intuition isn't something mystical or supernatural. It's the result of accumulated experiences, of the small things that our brains have picked up on and stored from everyday life. Intuition is like a quiet companion, always watching over us and reminding us, as long as we are calm enough to listen. So, practice trusting your intuition consciously. If something feels off, take a moment and allow yourself time to listen. This way, we can make wiser decisions and avoid unnecessary mistakes in life. Cultivating empathy, the key to opening others' hearts. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, and it can be one of the most powerful tools for building lasting relationships. When you can put yourself in another's shoes, you not only understand their emotions, but can also help alleviate their burden of suffering and loneliness. Empathy is not just about understanding someone's mood. It's a drive to take action to help, to show kindness, and to bridge the gap between people. A clear example is when someone is going through the grief of losing a loved one. Even if you haven't experienced the same, just imagining the pain of losing someone close can help you feel part of their sorrow. Placing yourself in their position allows you to feel more compassion and to understand the words or actions they might express during such a difficult time. In daily interactions, empathy can help you avoid misunderstandings and unnecessary conflicts. When a friend is angry or irritable, instead of immediately reacting, try putting yourself in their position and asking, is there something troubling them? Perhaps they've had a stressful day at work or are dealing with personal issues they don't want to share. Empathy will help you respond gently, allowing them to feel comforted and less isolated in their feelings. Moreover, empathy is the bridge that brings us closer in a world that often seems increasingly disconnected. In Western society, where life moves at a fast pace and individualism is emphasized, empathy is crucial to reducing loneliness and conflict. Taking time to listen and understand what others are going through without judgment is not only a kind gesture, but also creates a more connected community. Another profound example is in the workplace. Suppose your colleague is struggling with a project and feeling under pressure. Instead of criticizing or becoming frustrated over the delay, take a moment to understand the cause. Sometimes just a few words of encouragement can help them overcome their difficulties and move forward. Empathy allows us to view others through a lens of understanding and forgiveness. Practice empathy by listening, not only with your ears but also with your heart. When you open your heart and feel others' pain and joy, you'll realize that everyone is fighting their own battles, and you'll become more patient and loving. Empathy not only helps you become a better friend but also a reliable partner, a trustworthy colleague, and a meaningful member of society. In every moment, try to listen and understand. Each act of empathy is a step toward making the world a better place, reducing conflict, and opening the path to true love and happiness. The art of understanding and mastering the mind. In modern life, we often feel hurt or lost because we cannot fully grasp the intentions of others. A lack of understanding of others' psychology can lead to frustration, distrust, and disorientation in relationships. So, how can we gain insight into others' thoughts and protect ourselves? This is an art that long-practiced monks, with their compassionate hearts, have deeply understood and passed down through generations. Together, let us explore steps to master the art of understanding and mind reading, not only to understand others but to reach inner peace within ourselves. Observing the eyes, the window to the soul. The eyes are often considered the window to the soul, a place where we can glimpse the deepest thoughts, emotions, and even the most hidden feelings of a person. While people may control their words or actions, their eyes reveal the most genuine truths. Learning to observe the eyes allows us to not only understand others more deeply, but also to empathize and create a subtle connection that words alone cannot express. A sincere gaze has a special power. It can be calm, focused, and unwavering, conveying openness and honesty. Imagine someone confiding in you about their innermost struggles. When they look directly at you with a peaceful, steady gaze, you sense their complete trust, with nothing to hide. This is the strength of a genuine gaze. It can spread a feeling of safety and instill confidence. On the other hand, if someone frequently avoids eye contact, it could indicate insecurity or even a hidden agenda. For example, if someone looks away or down when answering a question, they might not be telling the truth or may be withholding something. Avoiding eye contact can be a sign of nervousness or guilt. Think back to a time you were speaking to someone who gave you an uneasy feeling. When they avoided your gaze, perhaps you also felt an inexplicable sense of doubt, which may have helped you avoid an unfavorable situation. In another scenario, when speaking with someone close to you, you may notice a hidden sadness in their eyes. Even if they try to cover it with a smile or optimistic words, their eyes often give away their true emotions. At moments like these, you realize that sometimes the most meaningful things are not heard but seen in a person's eyes. Simply sitting quietly and listening to the story their eyes tell allows you to understand what they are going through and comfort them in a truly heartfelt way. Observing the eyes also helps us recognize interest and engagement. Someone whose eyes light up when discussing a topic they are passionate about can inspire you. Their gaze not only reflects their enthusiasm, but also reveals a vibrant soul. When we open ourselves and connect with these sincere gazes, we come to see that everyone has something special, pieces of their soul eager to be understood and shared. The smile, a test of authenticity. A smile is a silent language, a universal sign of joy and friendliness. However, not every smile reflects a person's true emotions. There are smiles that merely touch the lips and do not reach the eyes, and there are others, more subdued, that carry a profound sincerity. To master the art of mind reading, one must learn to distinguish between a genuine and a superficial smile. A genuine smile appears naturally on the entire face, especially in the eyes. When someone truly feels joy, their eyes will sparkle, forming tiny wrinkles at the corners. This is the hallmark of an authentic smile, an emotion that cannot be concealed. For instance, when you meet an old friend, and they smile at you with bright, sparkling eyes, you can sense genuine joy coming from deep within. Conversely, a forced smile only moves the lips and lacks the engagement of the eyes. Such a smile is often used to mask true emotions, or to create a false impression of friendliness. For example, in a workplace setting, you may observe these forced smiles exchanged between colleagues, displaying a sense of insincerity. This awareness helps you understand that not everyone displays friendliness as they appear, and you shouldn't always rely on a smile alone. When we learn to observe smiles, we can look beyond the surface of a person. Recall the last time you sensed a fake smile. It may have made you uncomfortable, or led you to feel that something wasn't quite right. This is the power of a smile in revealing the genuine emotions of a person. Another aspect of smiling is shyness, which often appears when someone wants to hide their true feelings. For example, when a person feels nervous or embarrassed, they may smile as a form of self-protection, trying to cover up their insecurity or fear. In these situations, you can look into their eyes and recognize the unease behind their smile. A smile is not just a way to show happiness. It's a mirror reflecting what we feel deep inside. When we learn to understand the smiles of others, we also learn to look into their soul, helping us empathize and connect more deeply in our relationships. Listening to how they talk about others, a reflection of inner character. In daily life, comments about others may seem trivial, but they actually reveal a lot about the speaker. The way someone speaks about those around them, friends, colleagues, or family, reflects their inner nature, values, and attitudes toward life. If someone frequently uses positive language, showing appreciation for others, it's likely that they're open-hearted, compassionate, and generous. Conversely, people who criticize and belittle others often harbor resentment, jealousy, or insecurity. For example, imagine you have a colleague who always talks about how flawed or incompetent everyone else is. Every time they talk to you, they bring up complaints, criticisms, or negative remarks about another coworker or a family member. This negativity can be a warning sign. This person may not feel secure or happy within themselves, so they resort to tearing others down to feel better. Someone truly confident and compassionate doesn't need to lower the value of others to feel good about themselves. On the other hand, if you know someone who consistently speaks with respect and gratitude about those around them, they're likely someone with a generous heart and a balanced mindset. For instance, if they always speak lovingly about family members or sincerely praise their friends, you can be assured they're a trustworthy friend. Listening to how someone speaks about others can help you see them more clearly. If you notice someone tends to be negative, you may choose to keep some distance to avoid absorbing their negative energy. However, if they're positive and appreciative, they're likely to bring comfort and joy to your life.